Warrington are sitting pretty and the Saints just might be marching again. This is Super League Touchline. Hello again from me, George Riley. Welcome to Touchline. A very, very bright day in Warrington, but a dark week for the Bradford Bulls. I'm sure everyone involved in Rugby League has their fingers crossed that the famous name can come through their current financial difficulties. Plenty more on that on the way. We are here to look ahead to the league leaders as well as Warrington. Prepare for St Helens. Plus, we've this lot. Bradford Bulls Chief Executive Ryan Duckett talks us through the club's horrendous week. Steph Elmore takes the Broncos for a ride. There's a sneak preview of next week's Hull derby. And we catch up with the Wolves and Saints ahead of Friday's massive clash here at the Halliwell Jones. But first, news time. One of Super League's most successful clubs could soon be no more. Bradford Bulls have less than 1 month to raise £1 million in order to stave off administration. Peter Hood, Bradford's chairman, said, "I don't think the situation could be more critical." The chairman has issued a rallying cry to all season ticket holders, supporters and sponsors, asking for pledges of £100. If the Bulls can raise £500,000 by April the 7th, they can at least complete their next set of fixtures. The fourth round draw for the Carnegie Challenge Cup saw 4 all Super League ties drawn out of the bag. Widnes Vikings take on near neighbour St Helens at the Stobart Stadium. Huddersfield Giants travel to the KC to play Hull FC. The runners-up 12 months ago, Leeds Rhinos host Wakefield Trinity Wildcats at Headingley in a West Yorkshire derby. And Catalan Dragons will make the flight north to drop in to Craven Park to play Hull KR. Cup holders Wigan have an easier tie at home when newly formed Championship 1 outfit North Wales Crusaders make the trip to the DW. Ties are to be played over the weekend of the 14th and 15th of April. And Jamie Peacock has hit back at criticism following the Rhinos' most recent charity outing for sport relief. JP and his teammates all sported a variety of different hairstyles against St Helens at the weekend, most of them pink, some of them red, which led to some to comment that it distracted the players and was behind their 46-6 defeat. The England captain stated on his Twitter feed, "To anyone who thinks we lost because we had red or pink hair, you are clueless." Now, it's been a very tough start to the season again for the London Broncos. They've changed their name, but no change in fortunes yet. Struggling for points at the wrong end of Super League following their defeat against Widnes. While they were doing that, Wakefield were beating the Catalan Dragons. So what a big game this Saturday evening down at the Stoop in London as London and Wakefield go toe-to-toe. So if the Broncos needed a bit of cheering up, how about going out for a ride with Steph Elmore? That's exactly what a few of them did in the Broncos cab.
Well, I'm here in the capital as I've got a date with not one but 2 of London's finest Broncos. I reckon I'm being a little bit spoiled. Either that or they're just trying to split the cost. Either way, they're taking me on a grand tour around London and they've promised me we are going to be travelling in style. Well, this is quite nice.
Yep, it's lovely. Behind us we've got the House of Parliament, which is made up of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. I've just found out 5 minutes ago for walking by pedestrians, but who cares if we know it now?
Well, obviously mayoral elections in May. Who will you both be voting for?
Boris Johnson?
Definitely Boris Johnson.
Why?
Just his all-round humour, we've decided, and he supports the Rugby League in London, so
Why not?
it's a pretty good decision. We'll have to put our arms around it. Yeah. We're not allowed to touch him, Jake. It's our new back row signing for the Broncos.
See, this is what London is all about. The man on the horse,
Yes,
you see? And London Broncos You've reverted back to that name this year, a rebrand. Do you think that's good for the club to make it more identifiable with London and the city?
Yeah, I think it's good. It's like going back to an old brand, which was a good one. It had some success. The fact that we're using the name London again is a massive thing. I mean, it was good under Harlequins. But yeah, just to have our own name, I think makes it good. And the rebranding, like trying to make it London's like local club, and just trying to be in and around London. It's a great idea. So yeah, I think it's good.
Well, to be honest, I have had a really lovely day. The sunshine, the sights, the company was all right. But no, thank you for that. I think it's safe to say the London Broncos are back.
Thank you, Steph. And the full version of that, by the way, will be up on SLTV later in the week. Now, I hope it stays this nice for Easter weekend, because Hull FC meet Hull KR in one of the big derbies. Let's have a brief preview of that, shall we? SLTV have gone out with FC and KR on the Humber, as you do, in a sailing boat.
I've been like Captain Jack Sparrow to it, yeah. Killed it.
Or like Captain Birdseye, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing.
I'm hoping we come out on top, like I am today, driving the boat, obviously.
It's all friendly at the minute, but I think that'll change come game day.
Do you reckon the derby's going to be plain sailing?
No, definitely not.
Now, it's not been all fun this week. In fact, far from it if you're a fan of the Bradford Bulls, one of Super League's most famous, most successful clubs, now fighting just for its very future. In fact, the club has appealed to its fans to raise £1 million just to stay alive.
Well, things have escalated very quickly, and we spoke to coaches, players, and staff yesterday morning. I think it was a shock to a lot of people, but they've responded fantastically, really, and getting on with the job. And from a staff point of view, they've all had to change a lot of their working day, and they're actually answering phones and taking people's pledges, and the atmosphere has been fantastic. They've responded, obviously difficult circumstances for them, but they've responded brilliantly. And the players likewise, they've obviously a difficult message to put across to them yesterday. They responded really well, and they're focused on the game on Friday night and getting on the business as normal, and hopefully everything else will take care of itself over the next week or so.
Hello, Bradford Bulls, Stuart Fielding. I spoke to Debbie yesterday, and obviously asking about this situation, and I said, is there anything I can do? And she said, yeah, come and man the phones. I said, are you being serious? She said, yeah. So I said, sound, yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm here. She said, come and help with the phones and take people ringing in. And luckily so far I've had about 12, 13, 14 callers. And a lot of generous people giving, the hard-earned money in what are hard times.
We've had a fantastic response. Yesterday, within the first few hours, we're heading up towards £50,000 in terms of pledges, and that was just after people were just getting the message, and the momentum has carried on today. And it's not just been stakeholders from the Bradford club, whether they're members or sponsors, but from other clubs as well. Lots of Leeds fans have been getting behind our campaign, and Hull supporters, Wigan supporters, and they're just naming a few of the clubs. The whole Rugby league community has been getting around in support, and it's fantastic. And we've also had current players from other clubs, and players, past players from here, and past players that are still playing at other clubs within the game and have been offering their support.
Bradford Bulls obviously means a lot to a lot of people. You coming back manning the phones, those big names we talked about. It'd be a shame to see you go into nowhere, wouldn't it?
Yeah, massively. You know, a shame is his understatement. It'd be a travesty, and you know, it's got, not only has it got a massive history, it was one of the founders of Rugby League, one of the founding clubs back in 1893, I think, the George Hotel. So not just only the history, but just what it means. I mean, it means a lot for this city and Bradford, and Rugby League is synonymous around the world with the Bradford Bulls, and being Bradford, that's what Bradford's about, you know, the football and the rugby, isn't it? But Rugby League as a whole, massive big thing, you know. Rugby League needs a strong Bulls and needs a Bulls.
Tell us about your fundraising plans that are going on at the moment.
Yeah, on Tuesday morning we launched a campaign and asking supporters and stakeholders in the club to pledge to donate £100, and we're asking people to make those pledges before Friday, before 5 o'clock on Friday, the 6th of April. And then if we're successful in getting to our first target, which is $500,000, we'll announce that our total figure at 9 o'clock on Saturday 7th of April. And then if successful, we'll ask people to make the donations from them. You
know, anything you could donate, don't feel ashamed to donate 50p, a pound. It's all relevant about what you can feel you can afford to donate.
They can go online at www.bradfordbulls.co.uk/quest for survival, and you know, there's a link there that can send you through, and you can make your pledge to donate from there.
Right, let's see some tries. Top 5 time. Here's the pick of the bunch from last week. Number 5, the start of the revitalised St Helens against Leeds. A.D. Gardner off what appeared to be the Saints going nowhere. James Roby, the hoisted high kick on the last. What a leap, what a take, and what a try. Try number 4 this week comes from Peter Fox. Kick on the last from the Dragons. Fox sees a gap, and there's not many players in Super League who will catch Peter Fox. Although Duport tried. Number 3 this week, made by Rangi Chase. Who will kick to himself, the dummy, the feint around, and eventually, what a pass that is. And Youngquist had the easy job in the corner. Second best this week, Matty Ashurst. Just count the passes on the last and enjoy the flowing rugby. That was something pretty special. Pick of the bunch though this week, this effort from the Catalan Dragons at Wakefield. In trouble, deep in their own territory, step forward Scott Giroux, lovely break, the support was there, and Setamata Sarr sends in green shields for this week's number 1 score. Now, even a week ago, you may not have given St Helens much of a hope coming here to the Super League leaders, the home of the Warrington Wolves. But what a 7 days it has been. Saints appear revitalised. New coaching team, James Roby's back, and they've stuffed the champions, Leeds Rhinos. So this could be some contest.
"12 years of ding-dongs with Warrington, so it'll continue, won't it? Here we go again on Halliwell Jones.
Warrington Saints games, you know, tend to be real good close games, so I'm sure this will be no different.
We need to be at our best, there's no doubt about that, and they've got some good young kids, so you know, we'll look at our performance on weekend and determine where we need to improve, and hopefully we can do that and put in a good performance.
Saints Wigan, Saints Warrington, the derby games, and the players should want to play in these games, and the fans should turn out because these are the best ones.
Warrington Saints games, tend to be real good close games, so I'm sure this will be no different.
Yeah, it should be a great game, and this place will be rammed as well, you can guarantee that. That's pretty much a lot from Touchline this week, apart from, as always, competition time, when we give you tickets for two. I'll see you next week.